feminization of
Go ahead.
black men in America.
Okay. So
Listen,
you behind
every
Norbit?
hotep nigga on earth, y'all right. There is a conspiracy theory. There is an agenda, and it's me. I'm the one doing it. I'm the one feminizing black men. It's me.
Now, why would you do such a thing? First off, how did you learn you had that ability? Actually, that's what I really want to know.
I was just talking to a nigga one day, and he started limping his wrist slowly more and more.
He started getting
And
OD sassy.
he just, you know what? You know what it was? Because I was watching basketball, and
Mhm.
who was that one nigga that was walking Matt Sassily to Beyonce song?
I don't remember.
He was wearing like the brown sweater.
I don't remember that. I have no clue.
This is a while ago. This is a player from like the early 2000s, maybe late 2000s. Uh,
He was doing the sassy. Oh, so you started when you was underage doing that.
yeah, I had to talk to him. I was just watching TV and I was just thinking about it, and he just started walking like that.
I just started thinking about it. He was like, that was the first time I knew.
Yeah, so I'm the one that's making black men feminine. It's not the media like y'all be talking about. I don't know where y'all be getting that from.
They be trying, but like it's their shit don't work.
Yeah, they don't got it like me. They don't got the juice.
Like you be making niggas watch Bridgerton and shit.
Nah, that's too soft. I don't be watching
That's
that.
too far. That's
That's
too
too
far.
far. Yeah, that's too
You
far,
don't heard
man.
of this guy, yeah.
Raw gay sex, that's cool, but watching Bridgerton, I don't. Nah, that's fucking crazy,
Yeah,
yo.
wrong gay sex. Nah, no problem with that. But yo. That nigga pull his man aside. Yo, my man. Yo, can I talk to you, yo, seriously about some shit real quick? Bro, so you know how last week, right? I asked you if I could like use your Netflix account. You said, yeah, no problem. You let me get on your Netflix, right? I was watching a couple shows and then accidentally logged on to your account by mistake because I usually be on mine because you know the algorithm, you know how
I
that go.
see where this going.
Um, I don't even know how to say this without sounding crazy, but like,
You was watching Bridgerton, wasn't you?
bro, you was on episode 4.
No, you didn't click on it by mistake. You kept watching. Unless you like, I'm gonna give
You
you a
said,
bit
no,
of
no, no,
doubt.
no.
You clicked
I
on it
clicked
by
by
mistake
mistake
and then
and I
fell
was half
asleep.
asleep. Yup, I was half
Yeah.
asleep,
Oh
and
yeah.
and I just fell asleep and it just kept going. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
it was.
You know, it's
Oh,
crazy because it usually
okay.
goes longer than 4 episodes. So you must have been watching it, and then you was invested, so you stopped it to go do something at the
No,
end of
no,
episode
no, no,
4.
no. It was like it's hour-long episodes every time. I looked that up. By the way, I didn't watch to know that, but it's hour-long episodes, right? So it's like 4 hours. I was, I ain't sleep all the way through the night. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like I missed the whole scene where yeah, I ain't seen nothing.
Mm. It's crazy. I didn't know it was hour-long episodes. I thought it was like 30-minute shows. So mm,
So
it's
I've been
crazy.
told.
Yeah,
So I've been told.
it's funny you brought up Netflix because somebody's been paying for my Netflix for like 2 months now. Maybe
Somebody's been paying for my Netflix. Who is it? Show
I
yourself.
don't know. No idea.
You topping them?
Whoever is, I'm thankful.
You gotta top them, bro.
Nah,
Netflix is like $40 a
nah.
month now.
$40. No, what happened was they raised their price, so I was like, fuck it, I'm not paying it no more. So I changed the card on file. And so I guess
Okay.
there's so many people on Netflix. I don't even know how many. It's got to be like 20 people on my Netflix.
Niggas all try to log on. Yo, what? Oh, nah,
Yeah,
nah, nah,
so
nah, nah. I
I'm
need
just
that.
assuming somebody tried to log on for like a week straight. It's like, damn, this nigga ain't paying the bill, and then they put their card information in. Because I went to go check Netflix. So like I stopped watching Netflix, and then JoJo came out. So I went back to Netflix. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go. I gotta get Netflix back. And I went to Netflix, and I noticed I had service again. And I'm like, that's weird. That's suspicious. And I went to the site, and it was a card on file it was a brand I don't even have. It was a Discover card, and I don't even got a Discover card.
Nigga
So
start
I
looking at
have
all his cards in his wallet. He's like, American Express, Visa. Yo, what?
I have no idea who is paying for my Netflix right now, but thank you.
Mm-mm.
I
Thank
don't
you.
have any complaints. I just have a request. And notice I'm requesting because you're the one paying, but um we have multiple accounts on there. Can you, whoever it is, can you stop watching stuff on my account? Cause like I'll be logging in and it be stuff that I don't be watching and it be in my recently viewed and it be
Mm,
throwing off my
you smoking
circadian
it
rhythm.
out. Seconds.
No way.
Craig, no.
See, that was whoever paying for my Netflix. They was trying to intervene. They said
Oh, shit.
I'm paying for it. I'm gonna watch it on whatever profile
He
I want to
said,
watch it
"Yeah,
on.
bro. If I want to watch cooking shows on your account, fuck up your circadian rhythm. I'm gonna do that.
Circadian rhythm.
You know the
it's,
Netflix
it's
circadian rhythm.
it's messing up my biological clock.
Yeah, nah. I mean that's. But in all seriousness, I did start watching Bridgerton. And I thought that shit was mad corny. And it is. It's a little corny, but it's pretty good. I ain't gonna hold you.
It just don't look like the type of show for me. Like I don't care
I said the same thing. I ain't
for
gonna hold
like
you. I was like, bro, I don't care. I don't care. I do not care.
why the fuck would I care about 1800s British melodrama?
I don't know, man. It's not bad, bro. I'll tell you that
That's what
much.
I know. You didn't dispute what I said, so that's what it is, right?
Yeah, no, that's what it is. That's
That's what it
100%
looked
what it
like.
is.
That is what it looked like, and I just can't find a care for that.
She said, I just can't find it in me to
If I'm gonna
commit
watch something about British people, it's got to be violence involved.
about
Just like
British.
what's that's a there's a new movie coming out being directed by Robert Eggers. You know who that dude is?
No, but go on.
He's the nigga that made The Witch, that like
Mm.
1800s dark dour movie, and he made another
The
super
dour movie.
dark
I'm trying.
dour movie. That's like his brand, just making old 17th century white people movies that are just depressing and dark.
We could do like Pride and Prejudice, but like darker.
No, it's not Pride and Prejudice. It's like the devil has been summoned to kill this whole family type movies.
Oh, type B. Okay.
Yeah, type beat. Yeah, so he coming out with another movie called The Northerner or something like that. And the first time I saw the trailer, I was like, I don't care about these white Vikings. You know, man, I already fucking played Assassin's Creed. I already know what's going on. But then I saw the trailer like two more times and I was like, this shit look kind of hard. This shit, this shit look kind of, it's got hella niggas in it too. It's got Alexander Skarsgård. It's got fucking Willem Dafoe. Got the Green Gobby in it.
The
You know,
Green Gobby.
oh, the White House. That's the other movie that he made. Yeah, that movie is literally in black and white. It's got Willem Dafoe and fucking. It's got Green Goblin and Batman in it.
Why the hell's gotta be what? Hmm?
That's
Mm.
wait. Did I say White House? I meant Lighthouse.
Mm. Oh, look, unconscious racism. Look at that.
Racially motivated
Yo, did you ever watch that movie, Pig? The one with what's his name?
with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know why I was blanking on
I
his name.
haven't seen it, but I want to see it. I think it's on Hulu or
Yeah, yeah, it
Amazon
is.
Prime. It
It's on
is
Hulu.
okay.
I added it to my list because
Yeah,
I
it's
was
on my
gonna
watch
watch it
list.
one day.
That shit was
I'm like,
good, wasn't it?
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it yet, but it's on my list. I'm like, this shit look like it's John Wick with a pig. I'm with
It's
it.
John Wick with a pig, and it's Nicolas Cage, who is legitimately one of my favorite actors, unironically.
And he only picks out insane roles, so I know it's gonna
Yeah,
be.
I love Nicolas Cage.
I think be reading the script. Does this guy have a breakdown or anything? Like, what?
Does he
He's going.
just scream into the air as
He
loud as he
said
can, or
he's going through a lot, but like he's just handling this calmly. I don't. What am I here for? Why'd you guys pick me?
did you see? He did an interview like last month. Did you see it?
Mm.
He did an interview, and he basically said, "Yes, I was hurting for money, and I was bankrupt." But I want everybody to know that I did
Man,
not phone in a single performance in every movie that I did. I put 110% in. And I was like,
no, we can tell.
I know for a fact that you did.
Yeah, we
That's
can
why I
tell,
love
bro.
you. You did some downright horrendous, shitty ass movies, but I could tell that you
And was
was
still in his bag.
legitimately acting your ass off, and I love that. I love that nigga made like 30 straight to DVD videos in a row. like 30. No, that's not even hyperbole. That nigga was
Okay.
in his straight to DVD bag
He was doing
for a
Adam
minute.
Sandler numbers, but
Yeah,
he was taking them roles serious.
he was the action Adam Sandler. But you know what? The movies may have been bad, but he wasn't bad. It wasn't his fault for none of them. That nigga was doing his thing. And then
Mhm.
I'm glad that he's to a point now where he can turn down roles that are shitty because he's been on a run of good movies lately. He was in a movie called Mandy, which was crazy. He was in another movie with I don't remember what it's called, but it was like some alien life forms came to Earth and it was for a minute. And then he's coming out with a new movie now where he's playing himself, but some type of federal agency is trying to get him to become a spy or something. Like they're trying to because it's like what's that movie, The Interview, where they have famous people go and infiltrate North Korea
Mhm.
because Kim Jong Un was a fan of the interviewers.
Why you say Kim Jong Un like that? Why you pause? You
That's
said
his
Kim
name.
Jong like you was thinking about the real quick. You was like Kim Jong.
Well, I was trying to
Un.
remember if it was his father, if it was ill or but it was
Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, no, it's so Nicolas Cage is playing himself, and they're trying to train him to be an agent, and
I'm about to say Nicolas Cage is
Tiffany
playing Kim
Haddish is in
Jong
it.
Un.
No, that would be wild.
Nicolas Cage presents North Korea.
But
Well,
yeah,
I
no,
said if
I
it's
like
Nicolas
Nicolas
Cage
Cage.
presents, that would sound like he's directing. Actually, he should direct. Why not?
Pretty sure he's probably produced a few movies. I don't know about
Yeah,
directed.
yeah. Why not, fellas?
It's time. Get
It,
Nicolas Cage in that director seat because his performances be batshit insane. I would love to see a batshit insane movie
oh yeah, I
made by
know his
Nicolas
movie
Cage
will be stupido.
in a good way.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of movies, did you watch the Jujutsu Kaisen movie, right?
Yeah, that shit was hard.
Yeah. So let's. How hard was it? Hmm?
Did you watch season one?
No, I don't know anything about it. You don't have to talk about the plot. I'm just saying, like, describe the movie in a way that would, you
Oh,
know.
it's describe it in a way the nigga that has no idea what's going on would still want to see it.
Sure. Just tell me what you liked about the movie, nigga. Damn.
Well, I mean, one of the major things I like was the story, which you're
Okay.
not gonna get if you never see it.
Sir, are there anything in movies besides stories? Talk about those things. Thank you.
I
I don't know.
only be watching movies for the stories. I don't be skipping cutscenes in
I
games
don't know why
either.
you watching Nicolas Cage movies. Why
For
are you
his
watching?
riveting performance.
Okay. So tell me about the riveting performance of Mr. Kaizen.
That's the nigga. That's him.
Jujutsu is his
Um,
first name, right?
I can't really judge. I saw it subbed. I didn't see it dubbed, so I can't really judge voice performances of people in another language because, like, I don't know the vocal range. I don't know how shit is supposed to sound. So it's like niggas was yelling when they was supposed to for sure. Yeah, that's for damn sure. Niggas was yelling.
So it seemed like y'all had it right.
So like you know what I mean? Like a language that you
Yeah, I know
don't
exactly what you
speak,
mean.
you can't. I could tell if somebody's acting bad if I'm watching a movie with people acting in another language, but voice acting, you can't see their facial expressions. You're only seeing the characters. So whatever you hear for the voice is just, oh yeah, I guess you're supposed to sound like that.
Plus, I feel like a lot of the Japanese ones are it may not necessarily be quote unquote better, but it's like it's closer to the source.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
not
saying?
even
Like
close to it. It is the source. It's
yeah,
like
exactly. It's because this was the original for it. It wasn't like we had to watch this and then redo it or anything like that. Like no, this
yeah.
y'all voiced it with the original niggas who did it. So presumably, if they had a problem with it, they would say something.
Plus a lot of manga writers, they put jokes in their manga so like when you read it in Japanese, like the
Mhm.
words have a joke to them.
Yeah,
So a lot of subs will like have those jokes that the dub just doesn't have because obviously we're not speaking Japanese.
yeah. I've seen that in a couple of animes though. Like you'll see like it's like the dub, and then like they'll just there's certain scenes where like they mention like like strange pop culture things, and you're just like, okay, I wonder what that originally was because it just doesn't even fit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just randomly brought up like Kiss, the band or something, and it's like for what?
Yeah, like
Like
what J-pop band was that? Unless they really brought up Kiss, because Japanese people love rock music. And actually, the writer for Jujutsu Kaisen likes American culture a lot because in the TV show, there's a scene where one character asks the main character what type of women he likes, and he says, "I like
Big
Jennifer
John.
Lawrence."
Okay, it's not bad.
And
Not
like I think one part in the movie, they're literally watching movies and they're watching like fucking Lord of the Rings or something.
Oh, okay. So like again, it's like American pop culture. It's not like they would, it's just like we wouldn't know the deep cuts. Like they wouldn't know the
Yeah,
deep
no,
cuts unless he was really in your bag. Like,
they're
let
not
me-
about to put on a Saw movie in a Japanese manga
I mean, it's just all one would
or
probably
shit.
go. Yeah, but I get what you're saying because for their own audience, it wouldn't even be
Yeah,
about them. Like they would understand it, and all people would be like, "Oh, where you put Saw 1 in here? Oh, oh." But
I
then the
think
fans would be like, "What the hell is this?"
I think literally one of the funniest things I've ever heard about a manga in my entire life, and it obviously has to do with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. In Stone Ocean, there's a scene where Jolene is watching well, not Jolene, the prisoners are watching The Sixth Sense, like the actual movie The Sixth Sense
That's
in
hilarious.
in like, a room or something, and then Jolene
Mhm.
walks in and is like, "Oh, I know how this ends. He's a ghost the whole time," and everybody's like, "Oh my god!" But when part 6 came out, this was in like the early 90s. That's how old Stone Ocean is.
Oh, okay. I
And
see what you're
the
saying.
movie didn't even hit Japan yet. So Araki literally ruined The
A
Sixth Sense
movie,
for
yeah.
every nigga that read Stone Ocean at that time.
He was like, "Man, bro, I wasn't gonna watch it anyway, man. Stop playing." He said, "All right, name 2 Bruce Willis movies. Shoot, just 2." Niggas like, "Who?"
Name Bruce Willis. Pick the nigga out of lineup.
He said, "Name Bruce Willis." He said, oh shit, Bru I don't know. I don't is that really his name? Watch he be like Jacob Willis.
Jacob Willis.
But it is interesting because I remember I was watching this dude who like was learning languages all over the world and shit. And there was one thing that he was talking about where a lot of languages have like these like regional aspects, and that's what makes it more authentic.
Yeah.
Um, and so it was kind of like the same thing I was thinking, like because he was saying like when like say you're talking like someone who's Japanese or Chinese or man they speak Mandarin or a different dialect of Chinese, like there's so many like references to like poetry, references to like old literature that's like specific to that culture. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
you wouldn't even realize, and I always think about stuff like that because I don't know. I feel like a lot of people cheapen themselves for other audiences, right? I think it goes both ways. Obviously, I think it definitely goes
I
both ways.
definitely cheapen myself for my audience. That would be
Yeah, but
nothing
like
but
you know what I
toiletries
mean,
to
right?
me.
Like, say for example, you wanted to put Sixth Sense in there, right? Because you were like, I like Sixth Sense. It was a dope movie, da da da. And then niggas like, nah, let's go with like, and I can't think of like another movie from like '98 that was huge. Niggas like,
Mhm.
nah, let's do Titanic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
let's do something that's way more recognizable so we can. I don't know, it's something about just having a deep cut. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine
Yeah.
you watching that anime and the nigga listening to Moneybag Yo, like. Like he could be listening to any rapper. He could be listening to Jay-Z, of course. He could be listening to Nas, some of the the famous ones, a Biggie or Tupac. But nah. Why is he listening to a Moneybag Yo joint?
Yeah, ain't no way. Ain't
And
no fucking.
it fit perfectly.
Imagine watching anime and you hear March Madness in the background.
Or nah, imagine you watching anime, you hear Purple coming in, and it's like the Hermit Purple scene. Like that's what I mean. Like you just pick a smooth, like, cause like you said, you can pick March Madness. That's still one of the like most recognizable Future songs. Like a nigga really in his bag. Like, nah, I'm gonna pick Bye Bye.
I'm gonna pick 56 Nights.
I'm gonna pick No Charge off of Purple Rain. Get them
Inside
Jammies
the
to
mattress.
no charge. He said inside the mattress. Inside the mattress go hard though.
Oh yeah, definitely do.
Nigga said, I'm gonna pick Wesley Presley. I gotta argue, that's probably one of Future's worst songs.
Wesley Presley, hell
Wesley
yeah.
Presley has got like, white girl would be like Elvis. It's just not good, bro. That and what's the other? It's the same song off of that same tape. The monster showed up. You know that
Oh
song?
yeah.
I just showed up with this bitch's select. I was just like, yo, why you just talking on this song?
He
But
allowed to have some misses because
yeah, I
Monster was full
mean,
of fucking
yeah, that same tape was full of heat. Yeah.
yeah. As a matter
But
of
it's
fact, that might be the only miss on that tape, actually.
that Wesley Presley, yeah, I think those are genuinely the only two misses on there.
Yeah.
Because you had what Tupac, you had Throwaway, oh my
You
goodness,
had
Gangland,
Gangland. Woo.
you had
Gangland. You
Monster,
had
you had
Monster.
Beast Mode wasn't on there. Yeah, there's a bunch of bangers on there. I can't even think of all the after that with Lil Wayne, yeah.
But get after that. Yeah.
We'll go after that. Speaking of Future, I guess since we're on the topic, I don't know if we mentioned this last week, because I didn't really care that much, but
I
I
don't
do
think
got
this was a topic last week.
it might not have been. It might have popped off like right after the pop. But obviously, I don't know if you've been online in the last week, you've seen this
I don't have internet, so no.
this debate about what you using a Starlink right now? what you using the pod?
I'm not even in the pod. I'm just telepathically communicating with everybody's minds at the same time.
Ooh, damn.
It's
Yeah,
part of my feminization. Anybody listening
oh,
to this
okay.
is getting sassier.
I'm not gonna hold you. That sound so. Wait, like, did you? So when you had them abilities, right? When did you realize this is the route you was gonna take with them? Because to me, I'm thinking like, you could do mad things, end
Oh,
the world hunger,
immediately.
all of that. He was just like, no, no, no,
Immediately.
make
That's
niggas
just
hoes.
yeah, as soon as I realized I had this ability, I was like, you know what, black men, too masculine. It's
Just black
toxic.
men too.
Just black
He
men.
ain't even talking to white man. He said, no, no, no,
Gotta
I'm gonna
make
get
you
you that.
niggas
I
gay,
got
bro.
something
I'm
new for y'all.
sorry. Yeah,
He
I
said, I'm gonna make
gotta
all
make
the
you
black
niggas gay.
men gay. I'm gonna make the white men, I don't know, broke. I don't know. I'll figure it
No,
out.
make the white
You know.
men.
But anyway, let's get back to the
What?
get back to the goddamn. So anyway, so for those who are uninitiated, there was obviously there's the podcast. The what's the name of that podcast? I Am Athlete. Is that the name of it?
I think so. Something with athlete in it.
Something like that. And it's like Brandon Marshall, Ryan Clark, a bunch of other niggas. I don't like
Wait, is Ocho
know.
Cinco on it, or is he just a regular guest?
He's like a regular. If I'm not mistaken, I don't
Yeah,
think
that
he's
I
like
see that
on it.
nigga like almost
He's just
every
a regular.
episode, but not
Yeah.
every episode.
Yeah, he's just there for like 70% of the episodes. Like he's not a regular. I mean, he's not on it. Like it's not. I don't think he could be. I don't know. I might be wrong, but but from what I've seen, I don't think he's on there. On there, like he's just regularly on there. But yeah, so they had a dude on there. It's not. Is it Channing Crowder? Is that his name? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Actually, I think it
Yeah, I
is.
was gonna say. Yeah,
But he was a linebacker for the Dolphins a long time ago. Anyway,
piss leg nigga.
dude said we gonna get to that. We gonna get to do not cheat. We gonna
Nah,
get
yeah.
there. So this nigga is sitting up here, basically saying Russell's a cornball, and he went in depth, and it seemed personal almost, like he was upset with
That
Russell for
nigga probably had a crush on Sierra or
like
something.
like he was really mad for the way he was living his life or something. Like it just seemed a little too personal. And then he was like,
Wait,
"Bro, you gonna go from Future to that? You gonna go from Future to this nigga?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, let me think. This guy makes 30 mil a year and cares about his family, and Future don't make that type of money and don't care about it. Like what? Like I mean, that alone kind of makes this real easy. But
what I don't
so
understand is how this conversation even came about because this whole Russell situation, this shit was a thing in like 2014, 2015. It's been over with. Why did y'all just randomly bring this shit up now?
because Future they daddy, bro. You gotta understand. Future they
So
pappy.
what? I didn't watch the whole interview. Did they like start talking about Future and then they just made it over to the subject of Russell West?
I didn't
Russell
either.
Wilson?
All I saw was the clip right after where Ryan Clark is like essentially shooting Russ Bell, where he's just like, no, 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 listen. I talked to Russ and he told me, like, listen, the guy spoke to me and said, like, this is the woman, this is your you know what I'm saying? This is your girl, go get her. And then I did. So for me, I'm just like, I mean, what is there to hate on? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Sierra went
nigga.
through what she went through and she was looking for something new, looking for something different. He seeing her from the outside, you know what I mean, was just watching from the outside, was singing like the Mario, I can hear your heart. He was singing Can't Help But Wait, all the simp anthem songs. And then he was like, boy, I'm telling you, if she just leave that nigga and give me She left that nigga? Wait,
Mm.
she left him, like, for real, for real, like, they not bro, pass me my phone, Go on Instagram, like, 3 of her pics, and send her a DM. Well, yeah, so he said, "I'm getting straight to it," right? So he said, "Alright, this is my chance," and he swooped in, and, I mean, as far as we know, he's been done right by her ever since, but, to me, it definitely
He
sparked.
looked like the type of nigga to do women right, yo. Lame ass nigga.
No,
See,
Russ looked like the
this what
type
they was
to
getting into,
absolutely
yo.
he was singing, "Crying Out for Me" by Mario. I know, he looked like the type, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen, sometimes you see a woman and you want her and you see the nigga she with, you just, "Damn, you choosing this?"
According to this podcast, you gotta
Oh,
be a dirty nigga and disrespect
a
bitches to
dog.
watch TV. You
A
also
dog.
gotta role play a cat and sit outside on the porch and
We go get there in a second. I
yeah.
promise you. But so the weirdest part for me is like when we talk about like what makes him corny, I'm just like, are we talking about style? Is that it? Like,
It's
okay,
just because he don't have the gangster persona. It's just any nigga that don't seem like they tough or in the
right, yeah,
streets.
exactly, right.
It's just
But to
he's
me,
a
I find
God fearing man that just don't be talking out,
just handle his business.
just be chilling.
He's like, that's so corny, bro. Brag.
The only time that I thought this nigga was corny was when it's literally just that one meme where he's standing like in the transport facility and he's got his hands in his pocket wearing a
Yeah, I know
Hawaiian
what you're talking
shirt
about.
and
Yeah.
he's like, "Dirt is right." Gross, am I right?
And the
That
funny thing
shit
is like
kills me every time.
the funniest thing is like I'm like, listen, like to me, it'd be one thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I was one of the main niggas who called Russ corny back then, and to this day, I
Mhm.
still think Russ is cringy sometimes. Right?
Yeah,
I'll refine that word to cringy, but it's like to me, like people take the corny shit further than what it means. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
Like
it's
you
like
said, like I think Russ, like he's just kind of, he's a square. But I don't see nothing wrong with that. These
yeah,
niggas have a problem with that.
he's a square, just adjective, and y'all like he's a square derogatory. Like
Yeah, like y'all saying it like it's a bad thing. Like it's okay to not be cool. Niggas don't have to be in the club sipping lean. The nigga takes care of his family and his woman. What's wrong with
yeah,
that?
yeah, as far as
Just
I'm concerned,
because
that's as cool as it get, guys.
just because the nigga don't like to wear Versace and like whatever, fashion, the nigga might wear a Hawaiian shirt every once in a while and
Yeah,
go to
and pitch
church.
down his
That's
leg.
corny. That's
But
somebody else.
yeah, we right. But that was the part that killed me, where I was just like, because, and then I think it was the other half of the argument that pissed me off too, was these women who was just like, oh, it's corny to take care of your family. I'm like, sis, they not talking about none of that shit. They don't give a fuck about that man nor his family. It's not
Yeah.
about the family at all. Don't please when they say he corny, it don't got nothing to do with his kids. Nothing. They just think he's a swagless nigga in their mind because you got all that money, all that accolades, you a high
And
caliber
you're not
athlete,
out here
and you
fucking
got yeah,
bitches
exactly.
and doing
Like
drugs.
that's how they see it. That's why they call him corny. It don't got nothing to do with them kids. It's just the fact
Listen,
that
if
they
you
put
got
themselves
money and you a
right, right,
football player, you a alpha male. You go to the club,
right,
you
right,
fuck three,
right, right.
four bitches a night.
And that's what
You
they looking for, and that's
Yeah,
why they think he
exactly.
corny because it's like he go out and he just I'm gonna handle my job, inspire my teammates, do all of that, come home and then take care of everything. Niggas like, bro, go
Go fuck some bitches,
yeah.
nigga. Damn.
Go spark a scandal, yo.
It's
Damn.
like they mad, which I also don't understand because the main nigga that brought this up is also married. So I definitely don't see your problem with what another married nigga is doing.
Yeah, not to mention, I mean, like, what in what world is it where what do we as men you just get to sit around and comment on other niggas' relationships? Like, what world is that? Like, because when did that become not corny? Like, I mean, in my
See,
opinion, that's
it's
corny.
my agenda. It's the
Is it not?
feminization of niggas. I told
Talk to
you.
me.
I told you what I'm doing.
Can you talk
Niggas
to
is
him?
gossiping like women. That's what I'm out here for.
But I mean, well,
Equality.
this proves niggas ain't gossiping like women. Niggas gossiping. You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
but
true.
like two,
Respect
it's
that.
just like that's the part that killed me. Where I'm like, all right, so if he corny for doing what he does, right? How are you not corny for thinking you have the right, or even did like you really weighing in on another man marriage? Talking about
You
some
know what it
ain't
is?
no way she went from him to future to him, and if he ain't had no money, then da da da. Like, bro, that don't sound corny to you?
You know what it
That's
is? Even though
slick
this
hating.
nigga is a straight up cornball, he thinks he's cool because he hangs out with
Exactly.
niggas that do the shit that he perceives as cool.
Exactly.
Cause like
Right.
when niggas started posting pictures of what this nigga used to look like,
Yeah, what he was doing,
this
how he
nigga
was
look cornier
moving.
than Russ.
I was like, bro, you are the cornball. Don't
This
talk
nigga
about no
look like
square.
Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory.
No, he didn't say man dark, yo. Oh my goodness, bro. This nigga, bro, like this nigga looks like a corn beezy, a corn ball. Like
You gotta make that nigga picture the background for this podcast.
with the
The
edited man,
one with the glasses, you gotta make that the background with all our info on top of it.
right? But like, so that's the nutty part that kills me. And one, and then two is just like, all right, if we really gonna get into old boy who's making these allegations, leveling these frivolous allegations, right? It's like, bruh, wasn't you the same nigga who openly said you be peeing down your leg every game because you ain't got time to go to the bathroom? You said that. You said that out loud. No one solicited it from you. We, like you said, you didn't feminize him and make him say that. You didn't make him do that or that. You just said it. One, that's one strike. And to me, honestly, that's two strikes. We're gonna go with two. That's two strikes. You peeing down your leg every game, 17 times a year. Well, 16 at the time. 16 times a year, plus preseasons for 4 times. Too many pisses.
That seems not only is that unsanitary, it also seems like it may be painful.
Wild,
Like
excessive. Yeah, maybe.
you
Yeah.
ever no,
Uh,
you ever heard of Trenchfoot? Niggas
No,
was
no, no,
dying of
no, no. We not doing this. We not doing
Trenchfoot
we
is
not
what
doing
niggas was
trench foot
dying
with
of
this.
in World War
I
One,
know
where
what
they get
trench
their
foot is.
feet
I
wet for
know what
12
trench foot is.
hours.
We
This
not
niggas
finna
doing that with piss instead of water.
we not doing pissy trench foot. That's not what
Imagine
we
pissing
doing.
down your leg and you just got piss sitting on your leg for 3 hours, 4 hours. That don't feel uncomfortable after a certain amount of time?
Said pissing down my leg like I got bad trench foot.
Yeah. It's just fucking gross to think about.
So that's two strikes. But then the third and fourth and fifth strike, in my opinion, was this man saying he role play as a kitten with his wife. Now listen, I'm gonna tell people like
The
this.
same
I don't have
episode, like chopped up the clips, or this is a
I don't
different
no no
episode.
no. I think that was a different episode. Bro, no way you had that same combo on the same episode. You can't do that. Like you know
Nah,
better.
niggas is oblivious. I wouldn't be
Uh
surprised if a nigga
I
did that.
refuse to believe any nigga is that silly. But for me, it's like, bro, you really out here doing a role play as a cat. Like, listen, I don't mind no niggas role playing. All right, you a fireman, you gotta save her or some shit. Oh no, you a police officer. Oh no, which racially motivated. But you can be anything you want, bro. Pick a human, any of them. Nigga,
No,
pick the
I'm
cat.
into kitties.
I want to be feline.
And what the even weirder part is, he specifically said kitten. He didn't just
Yeah, I'm
say
a
cat.
kitten on the back door, and she the old cat lady, and he trying to
Like,
get some milk. That's what he said. These are his words. I promise you, I'm not making this up. And so I'm just like, bro. Now, quick question: you couldn't be like just like a homeless man who needed somewhere to stay? That wouldn't have worked. You had to be the cat.
and he legitimately go out on his fucking
Nigga on
back
his back porch
porch.
on all fours, licking his wrists and shit. Oh man, y'all.
That's what niggas into.
Not you. Anyone
That's
but
some
you.
borderline furry shit. That
No,
is literally
forget the
furry
40.
shit without the fursuit.
Forget the first shit. You are not allowed to speak on anything involving niggas, like manhood, any of that shit, bro. You are a kitten who pisses down a leg. Stop that.
Hmm.
Stop it. Never, 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 never. You don't get to comment on
A
niggas. You don't get to
kitten who
comment on
pisses
women.
down his
You don't get
leg.
to comment on marriages. I don't care if y'all marriage is the best marriage in the world. You don't get sit it out. Sit this one out. If you want to transition us out of this, cool. Go for that. You don't get to speak. We can't let him talk no more. We have to silence him. Blocking him ain't enough, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Violence.
But like that was the part that killed me, where I was just like, and I seen too many women trying to make that connection between like, y'all really think it's corny up. I'm like, sis, they don't fucking care about family. They're not even thinking about family. Like it has nothing to do with family. This is just a continuation of an old joke that niggas didn't let die because they're dick riders, right? And it's like you gotta understand these niggas really like internalize that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? They really say, "Oh, this nigga a square." I'm like, bro, listen, there's plenty of niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of niggas who gonna dress funny. Maybe they say funny shit, they say corny shit. It is what it is. But like, bro, I can never say a nigga who takes care of his family and rides for his family is corny. That's just not. Again, you might be cringy sometimes. Russ does cringy shit. Nigga, that
Yeah.
video, he unlimited. When people ask you what you want to be, tell them unlimited. Come on, bro. Come on. But again, I'm not about to sit up here and say you a square, you a cornball. Nah, you just look. We all do some cringy shit. I mean, look at Jalen Ramsey, right? Let's be real. You know what I'm talking about. What interview I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Where he you ask him what he did. Yeah, yeah. Go look that up. Yeah.
Oh, it's funny you say that. That gets me back to my original point that I said earlier when the nigga was walking sassy to Beyonce. It was that
Oh,
nigga.
it was him. It was Jalen Ramsey. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Oh, with the
Yeah, see, now it's coming back. Yeah. I couldn't think of his name. I forgot who it was, but yeah, you tell me.
what's that? A Freako dress I think was
It
playing.
was Rico Dress. It was Rico Dress.
No, that
Yeah,
nigga.
I did that. That was
That
me.
nigga,
Give me
he
props.
said, yeah, he said, well, and the worst part is like, imagine that nigga locking you down, and then they ask him about, yo, like, so how was it? How did you lock him down? He, yeah, well, you ask him. I was on him. He had no yards, no catches. So you tell me who won. Yeah, nigga rolling his neck at all time. You just
I can't even say shit because he was locking me
yeah,
down, bro. This is some bullshit.
nigga gonna put you in prison and you can't say nothing. You're not gonna do that shit no
Man,
more.
turn this shit off, yo.
Turn it
Turn
off.
this shit off, yo.
But yeah, so I mean, the future shit was weird, but it also just showed that niggas is followers, and
Mm-hmm.
they'll just they'll follow whatever craze, whatever thing, whatever this, whatever that. And to me, the other part that somebody even mentioned was like, bro, when did like 5-star athletes out of high school become corny? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
niggas were jocks in high school.
yeah,
That's
like
the
like you could say he was a jock with a weird personality, or a jock with no or an eccentric nigga, whatever you want to call him. There's lots of words, but corny is not the right one. Y'all using the
mm-mm.
wrong word. And it's like, and some people using it maliciously. Like, I'm like, listen, I was the main nigga calling Russ corny back then. And after what I've
Okay.
seen, I still think Russ is a little corny, a little cringy. But it's
Yeah,
not like
but
it's
the
not that
difference
deep. It's
between
never
us
that deep.
making jokes and yeah, exactly, it's not that deep. Yeah, a nigga can be corny, he can still be a good person.
Yeah,
I feel
exactly.
like
Plain
you said,
nigga,
niggas
me,
are using this shit.
nigga,
Yeah.
me. I'm a corny nigga who I see is a good person. Like, so it's like it's not
It's
like
like you said, niggas are using this shit derogatorily, like it's a
yeah,
slur. Like they're
corny
using this shit like
slur.
he's yeah, like what? Bro, you niggas tripping. Especially piss leg kitty nigga.
Piss leg. Oh man, you know that gotta go into the titles. Piss leg kitty nigga. Well, piss leg kitty man. I guess. Cause YouTube don't play that nigga talk.
It needs to be like in the future, whenever you upload a video to YouTube, if it has nigga in it, they need like a facial scan to pop out and scan you and make sure you black, and you can put it up with no problem.
A bumper facial scan. Just ask me like 5 questions, nigga. You'll be able to figure it out.
Do you like Taylor Swift? No,
Do
I
you like
don't. I don't
Taylor
fuck with
Swift?
Taylor Swift.
Nah, man.
I ain't never really fuck with Taylor Swift like that.
Not really a Taylor fan like that. He said, "All right, folk, come on."
That's the only question we had. That's the only one we really need, honestly.
All right, you said no. All right, come on.
When you listen to Freakum Dress, how sassily do you walk?
I'm sassily. He said sassy. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you good. Either way, I'm not a lesbian. It's lesbian.
That's facts. Pushing P was one of the most detrimental songs to the black community.
More detrimental than your agenda.
My agenda will work out in the long run. They just
Pushing
can't see
P
the
has
vision yet.
Pushing P has damaged us dearly in
The
the
amount
short
of
term.
captions I've seen with a blue P in it, even my Twitter name at one point had a blue P in it.
So you not part of the problem, you don't think?
No, I said at one point I got rid of it.
But you still you bought into it, yeah. You're a
Yo,
victim.
do you want to step outside? Why you attacking me?
Nah, don't do that. You gonna break my wrist if I step outside.
Now I'm about to go on that other podcast and start calling you corny. Let the masses incite against you.
Please do. That's gonna give me some free views. I don't care if niggas think I'm corny. I'm literally corny. Niggas can pull up old tweets. I'm gonna hit niggas with a Lil Nas X. I ain't running from that shit. Fuck, I said what I said. Goof.
Yeah, Lil Nas X, he skated past all that. I forgot about that shit.
I seen one where it was some dude, it was some white dude, like I think it was like a politician or something like that. And
Not giving him no passes.
he was coming at Lil Nas X crazy, right?
Mhm.
And Lil Nas X is like, damn, all of this over like some thrusting on stage. And then the dude was like, da 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 da, made a whole long paragraph, and then Lil Nas X was like, damn, my fault, bro. And then the dude was just like, oh yeah, and like in the first message he called him talentless and all this other shit. And then after like the third message, he was like, yeah, no, I really want to appreciate you, Mister Nas X, for like just taking this and like growing from it. Like you really are a great talent. That I'm like, bro, you just said he had no
You a
talent.
dick sucker extraordinaire, yo.
I'm like, ew,
That's
boy.
niggas always switch up whenever niggas try to be rude, and you either ignore them or you hit them with kindness. They always renege and backtrack. Like, oh, well, he's not reacting how I thought he would. Now
He
I
said,
look like
oh
the
man,
asshole.
well he's a troll. He's supposed to troll me. Why is he? Oh fuck. Wait, maybe I am being trolled. Okay, no, but oh fuck. Oh
The nigga
man.
Lil Nas X is so smart to know when to troll and when not to troll, and it's
And
hilarious.
the funniest part is he probably was still trolling you, but he just knew like,
Yeah,
nah, this is
literally
entertaining.
saying, "Damn, all this over a performance, bro. That's trolling."
But yeah, no. So I mean, that shit had me crying. I'm trying to think. All right, what else?
You know why he was crying? Because I feminized people.
Oh man, here we go.
Real
Fem-
black men don't cry.
Feminization of the black podcast.
Yeah. Ask Dr. Umar. Ask the last time that nigga cried, yo.
Oh, the feminization of the black potter. There we go.
I'm not doing my job in that front because niggas are still wild, crazy, homophobic, misogynistic. Yeah, I need to
But
start feminizing more podcasts.
yeah, you need to start picking your targets better. I ain't gonna hold you.
You know what? Instead of that, I need to just start taking away podcast community from the black community.
No, because they
It's
already
not.
got the platforms. If you just feminize them so they say something different, you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to destroy the platform, just use it for your own agenda.
Hey, I'm trying. They fighting back. They fighting
Then
back hard.
then win the fight.
I was gonna say, I think I am winning because what was that one nigga that everybody was talking about last year, and now nobody know who he is?
Uh,
Uh, the one nigga that tried to talk shit about Asian doll or
oh, that fresh
somebody.
and fit niggas, them fresh and fit niggas.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
haven't heard
them
shit
niggas
about that nigga.
followers
And
probably went up. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, that's what I
no,
mean.
they
Like,
definitely did, but I haven't heard shit since the controversy last year. I haven't seen him on Twitter at all. And niggas hate share shit. Whenever a nigga do some dumb shit, they gotta post it.
yeah, I'm on their joint now. Ew, it's so like, and the crazy thing is like, these niggas is dubs, right? I'm looking at uploads, and I'm just again, this ain't no promo, no nothing. I'm looking at 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 videos, right? 10 videos. Of these 10, 9 of them are about women, and the 10th is beat poverty and build a multi-million-dollar business with some random rich white guy.
Oh my god, you niggas not even millionaires.
Hold on, and then keep going. Next video, a woman. Another video, he roasted a caller, probably about women. Another one, delusional girl. Another one, should women be? Another one, is dating doomed? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, y'all don't understand. Bro, these niggas are number one, male self improvement.
Bro, these niggas are incels. They be on the 4chan sites, bro. These niggas be on Black Pill and shit.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I remember seeing one of them niggas say sex ruins you, and I was just like, ruins who? Ruins?
These
I
niggas,
love them hoes. Stop
it's the
saying that.
same niggas
Stop
that be
saying
talking
that.
about being alphas that are fucking betas. These niggas are
They're not even betas.
losers.
They just dweebs. I don't. Yeah, listen, that's disrespectful to betas. Betas is just regular niggas who just, hey, look,
These
man,
niggas deltas.
these niggas bozos. That's
It's
bozos
no, we
derogatory.
bozos.
Oh,
Yeah,
bozo derogatory. You gotta put it in.
bozos derogatory.
But
That's a potential name too.
yeah, but it's just like, nah, man. Like, niggas is just, and it's a lot of it's projection because it's like these niggas don't. This is not how they is, but they want to be like this. They want to be that heartless dude who just runs through shorties is bad.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And a lot of niggas just not built like. And people fail to realize like that shit not good for you. Forget like even if we being selfish for a second, forget the women that you destroying, right? Think about yourself. This ain't good for you. In what world is it good for you? Where, like you said, you run through a whole bunch of women, you dub them, you lying, you cheating, you doing all this other shit, and it's like, bro, in what world does that benefit you? The coochie? That's it? Okay, let's talk about all the negatives. Nigga, you gotta come up with lies. You doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. And
It
how do you turn that
benefits
off?
me in cool points when I tell my boys about all the women that I'm playing.
Yeah, it's like,
Because
bro,
I really do this for men and male opinion. I don't
I
actually give
know.
a fuck about the women.
It's incredibly homoerotic. I always
It's
said
the
that though.
feminization. It's part of my effect. It's a it's the secondary nature of my stand. It's
So yeah,
automatic. I don't have no control over
he said they,
it.
they resisted the first part, and because of that, well, it's just it's made them strange. Now they do things for men. It's I don't know, guys. I don't know how to. I'm sorry. I think I
I'm
made the problem
sorry.
worse.
It's the requiem stand and we're out of control. I can't control it anymore.
I should just walking with the limp wrist. You say, yo, how we stop him, yo? I don't know, but if he breaks his other wrist, we're doomed.
Lil Nas X has been the stand the whole time. He's just been in plain sight.
I'm screaming. That's why he went hiding for a while because he had to get Requiem under control, huh?
hmm
Oh, okay.
Now he's a lot more, he's a lot more tame now, but niggas still getting feminized.
The
The agenda
feminizing
still.
thing kills me though, right? Because I always think to myself, like, okay, what is so bad about being a woman, y'all? like,
They
hold
don't
on.
see women as equal. That's why
No, I
black
know, I
women
know.
do things.
That's the answer, right? The answer
Mhm.
is all the bad things I don't like are, I just put into women. But that's the part that killed me where niggas the feminization, da da da. I'm like, bruh, when y'all say feminization, y'all never say shit like niggas is just not, living off of another woman and y'all never talk about stuff like that, right? Like y'all talk about feminization like these niggas just be wearing dresses. I'm like, bro, I don't care if that man wear a dress. If he take care of his whole family and his household, that's not a net positive, no?
Imagine if a white dude said the niggas is Asian.
Oh
No, the
no.
nigganization. That's better. Nigganization.
Humanization
Niggadization.
of who we doing that to though?
He doing it to other white people. They turning into
Oh
wiggers.
no. Oh no. And honestly, he'd have a good argument because rap is one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest genres in the world.
Niggadizers. The nigganizers.
Oh my goodness.
Every rapper on earth is a nigganizer.
But yeah, so that'd be the part that killed me because I'm just like, bro, like y'all secretly admitting y'all hate women and y'all don't hear it that way, but it's like, bro, tell me why it's so bad to have a feminine trait. Tell me why. Especially when like the trait in question is not like something wild, right? Like it ain't no crazy shit. It's like, oh, you materialistic. Okay. All
I
right.
like Rolexes. What, you like Sports X?
Yeah. Oh, you
Broke
like
ass
video
nigga.
games, right? You go on Steam and buy every game on sale, right? What's that called? Hmm?
Uh, it's called a hobby, and I'm collecting video games. Okay.
Okay, dork. The lamatization of niggas.
See, now that nigga corny.
But yeah, no, so that's why a lot of that that bread pill. But people fail to realize like it's like that both ways. I think there's a lot of men in cells and there's a lot of women in cells too. And I
Oh
think
yeah.
they get to hide in plain sight because it's like, I mean, a lot of shit they be saying be true, right? So it's like you be halfway with them, like, yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. No, hold on. No, okay, wait, no. Hold on. Oh, you wanted them. Oh.
You know, physically, um, male incels are definitely scarier because obviously there's a threat of danger and them going on a shooting spree
Yeah, the violence and all of
because
that. Yeah.
niggas are just so
Unhinged.
entitled to pussy they gonna kill people over it. But
Mhm.
I think mentally, spiritually,
Yeah, the
uh,
women is
female
weird.
incels are scarier because niggas will fuck anything. You can't find nobody to fuck. That's scary. What you got going on that nobody trying to fuck?
And that's the thing I always say to myself. I'm just like, dog, it's like I've seen, and don't get me wrong, like I'm not the person to sit up here and victim blame, but a lot of times no one people fail to realize, even in a situation where you 99% right, that 1% could be a deal breaker. You dig what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That 95, like you 95% right, that 5% could be it for someone else. So it's like you gotta question that shit every time. And like you get some people, women included, who just they not finna look at themselves for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna ask myself, is it me? Am I the problem? And nah. You know, it's these
Ain't never gonna be me.
niggas
Yeah.
nowadays. And I'm just like, because then, for perfect example, right? You'll say something like discernment, right? Or you're just like, well, why is it that you basically trying to convince me that you run into nothing but trash niggas, and I'm supposed to believe that it's more likely every nigga's trash than it is that you just can't discern between good niggas and bad niggas.
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong, I know niggas be hiding, niggas be lying, they be cheating, they be, you know what I'm saying? Niggas put up, they send a representative, right? I get all of that. But just like,
Even if that's 70%, the other
right.
30% gotta be some type of decision making where
But then, right, let's say 70-30, right? Take that 70. Of them 70, you telling me you can't expose none of these niggas before it's too late?
yeah, exactly.
Something's
So
wrong. Something's wrong here.
even
Right?
if 70% of niggas ain't shit, which it
Right.
might be more, 80% of niggas might
Right.
not be
Right.
shit.
And
But
I'm not
at a
saying you gotta
certain
catch
point,
all
you
of them.
gotta realize, right?
Yeah, and I'm not, and I would say the same thing to niggas, right? Because it's like if you a dude and you dated 8 women and they was all the same type of bird and you just not with that. At some point, I'm gonna start looking at you like, my nigga, how the hell you can't see what this bird look like? You know what I'm saying? Like you keep talking about, oh, these I hate women who like this, da da da. How you keep ending up with them? It's some discernment that's missing here. It's some, you know, some ability to be like, nah, not me. But the problem is, you know why? Some niggas think with their dick. Same thing with women. They think with their Gucci. Some women just, I want some dick. I'm gonna get it. I get it from a
A
nigga, and
lot
then
of niggas, a lot of niggas think with their dick, but a lot of niggas also think that I have access to all women at all
mhm,
times. That's
yeah,
why,
the entitlement.
that's why women, not women, that's why niggas, whenever you see, you know, a subject on the timeline of Twitter where it's women talking about getting spoiled and, you know, a nigga with money,
Hmm.
niggas that's broke always find a way to get in the conversation and be mad.
Yeah,
You
busy
know
talking.
why they mad? Because I think even though I don't have money, I should still
I
have
should
access
still
to
have a
this
shot.
woman.
Yeah, I should still
Yeah,
have a
exactly.
shot with you.
So
And you
I'm mad.
basically you making it clear to
Exactly.
me I don't have no chance because I ain't
Exactly.
about
So
to
I'm gonna
spend
call
800.
you a gold digger. I'm gonna call you materialistic because I want you and I can't have you, so I'm mad.
But then think
So look.
about that, right? Like you'll get that perfect example is that dude. Take that guy, that exact guy. I don't want no gold digger, no materialistic hoes, da da da, this and that. Right? So then how is it that you keep running into them when to me, I feel like at a certain point, you need to start coming up with first date questions to figure this shit out then. You know what I'm saying? Like, because think about it. Like, if I kept like, if I hated running into a woman who every time I talk about my feelings, she would dismiss me, right? She want a Superman. She want one of them. No, I don't want to see no nigga cry. I don't want to see no nigga show no emotion. Just tough up and da da da. Right? Say that's what she on, right? And you might
Wait,
not.
wait. I don't mean to cut you off, but in addition to the feminization of black men, I'm also masculinizing women that don't like to see niggas' feelings. So just
He
keep
said,
that in mind.
I'm trying to change gender roles on his head.
I'm flipping it. In another million years, niggas gonna be women and women gonna be niggas. I'm changing it.
But right, so then say you like it comes to a certain point where I always say it's discernment. Like a certain point, it's like, bro, these incels never take any accountability. And again,
Mm-mm.
I think a lot of women don't see it that way, where it's like, sis, if you keep dealing with niggas and something happens, right? It don't even gotta be nothing crazy. Like the nigga don't gotta be the worst man in the world. He could just have done something that was a deal breaker for you and you decide you want to leave. Right? But if there's never any accountability at any point in here, you are going to become an incel just based off of like just off of the chances, right? Because think about it. You mess with 5 people and you never take any accountability for what happened with them 5 people, good, bad, or indifferent. In your mind, all 5 of them did you wrong, right? In your mind,
Mhm.
all 5 of them just didn't do right by you. And sure, maybe that is technically the truth, but then it's like, okay, well, why didn't they do right by you? You only told your real feelings to one man. The other 4, you just didn't tell them nothing. And what you think? You got what you was supposed to get when you don't tell nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga just
Yeah.
did him. And then now you mad because he did him. Well, why wouldn't you? You know, so it's like I think it's like a trap that a lot of and don't get me wrong, obviously a lot of it's conditioning, right? Because women are conditioned to not speak up about some of this shit and all of that type of thing. But for me, it's like, yo, you really doing yourself a disservice by doing that because these niggas get they a lot of them get away. That's how you get to that final point to where you know what I'm saying? Like that's how they string you along because they know, oh, you too scared to bring it up. So I'm gonna keep beating around the bush. And because and I could just I'm gonna go with this as long as it lasts. So that's why with a lot of that, I'm always just like, nah, niggas gotta be like people who need to it's fear, right? Some of it's fear, some of it's trauma, some of it is just like other shit. And it's just like, bro, nah, y'all can't be afraid to get hurt or whatever it may be. Cause otherwise, what are you wasting your time? Like, bro, nah, tell that nigga exactly what you're looking for. And if you see him, I don't know. What you mean you don't know? I'm telling you this is what I
Okay.
need.
Move on.
Ain't no,
Yep.
I don't know.
As soon as I see some hesitation and some shit that is a deal breaker for me, the deal is broken. I'm
Yeah.
gone.
And I think, well, like I said, I think because of conditioning and a lot of other shit, a lot of women is too afraid to draw that line in the sand, right? Because they don't want to look like the woman who, oh well, I don't want to be the woman that always finds a problem with a nigga and da da da. I'm like, no, and listen, there might always be problems with certain niggas. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand, like, if you date 10 niggas and you find a problem with all 10, that don't mean you too picky. It could be that all 10 of them niggas had a problem.
Mhm.
And you depending on what your problem was, like, this one was pretty serious, this one wasn't that serious, but the way he responded to it, I just wasn't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of it is like that. Like, you know how many times I've been talking to a woman and we talking about something, and her response don't really bother me. I'm just like, okay, seem like you're doing a little too much, but it is what it is. But then
Yeah.
it's just like how it continues or how it manifests itself later, and it's just like, wait, what? What's nah? What's going on here? What's going on here? And I think a lot of it is standards, man. That's why these incel niggas, men and women, be getting cooked because they have they just there's like you said, there's no accountability. It's I'm never trying. I'm never going to present myself and force them to present themselves, right? Like,
Mhm.
so that's the issue you run into. Because think about it, if you lay it all out there on the table, you're gonna easily find out what type of nigga that is. Because he either A gonna run away because he don't like that. B, he gonna take it and then just do nothing with it. C, he gonna take it and then, beat around the bush as long as he can to get access to, like, you know what I'm saying? Or four, he gonna take it and do what he's supposed to do with it. Now, obviously, that's probably the least likely outcome, but my whole point is you put the ball in his court and you make it obvious, because once you've done all of that, if you told a nigga straight up, listen, this is what I'm expecting, this is what I want, this is what I want, dog, if he don't meet that, what is there to talk about?
Yeah, it's your responsibility to leave at that point.
Yeah,
You
like, what
already
is there to
know
talk
he's
about?
not needing it, so why?
Whereas if you don't take no accountability for yourself, right, and you just say, oh, well, I like a certain type of thing in a man and he didn't give me that. Well, why didn't he give me that? He didn't even know he was supposed to give you that. He was trying to love you whatever way he thought he was gonna love you, and maybe y'all wasn't compatible to begin with. It is what it is. But if there's no attempt on your part or his part, even whoever's part, right? Like, I think it's but to me that's more on you, because you're the person who knows. He don't know. Like, you know your own thoughts, so it's on you to put that out there and make him respond to it. Because how the hell is he gonna just dig and find that? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, he could, but again, you asking for the diamond in the rough, because most niggas ain't finna dig and find that. They finna wait for you to tell them.
Mhm. Or some niggas want to wait for you to just wait around and give you shit until you decide what
Mhm.
you want.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Some niggas just like, yeah, listen, I'm trying to put off her telling me for the longest because I know I ain't finna do it.
Mhm.
I know I ain't
Just
finna
here
do
to enjoy
it.
the ride real quick.
But yeah, so now I mean, I think a lot of people are kind of sleep to that whole female incel shit, because I think a lot of it, the common defense is just victim blaming, right? Anytime you bring that up, it's just, come on, sis, you didn't know, like, really? You telling me a dude invited you over at 2 o'clock and you ain't see what was going on here, but then I'm victim blaming. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to victim blame you. It's 2 a.m. I'm not saying that's the only reason why you would come somewhere at 2 a.m. But if you didn't have that in your head at no point, that means you uninformed. And that's your problem. You don't know enough. You gotta go get that knowledge. You gotta go figure that out. Because you know what I'm saying? You can't blame the nigga for taking, like, oh, well, you can blame him, but guess what? These niggas gonna take advantage of you. Period. Because that's what nasty people do. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, woman, whoever, your job, shit. Even if, perfect example is jobs. You go to a job and they find out you don't know their PTO, they gonna violate you. They find out you don't know all the little intricacies of taking sick leave versus this and versus that, and how, the work and all this. They know, look, all right, on a day-to-day basis, we can all dump our work on her because she too scared to stand up for herself. So yeah, so it's like people fail to realize, like, bro, people will take advantage of you at any chance they get. It ain't just men, it ain't just women.
That's
It's the
life.
world we live in. Yeah, it's the world we live in. It's the society we live in. So it's like you have to make it hard for niggas to do that. You can't make it impossible, because if you make it impossible, you're cheating yourself. That's the only way you can do that, by cutting yourself off. I ain't gonna talk to nobody. That's just not realistic, right? But you gotta make it hard. And the problem is, too many people. It's like, nah, I don't want to be I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to be a troublemaker. Da da da. Bro, you gonna be a troublemaker in people's lives. There's plenty of people who, when you do the right thing, they gonna see you as, shit. Look at this nigga thinking he better than me. Look at him thinking like he think because he trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna get plenty of people who, when you doing the right thing, you trying to communicate and lay it all out on the table, and they like, bro, this ain't no therapy, nigga. I don't need all of that. And you like, you might. You actually might, but it's cool. If you don't see it that way, maybe I should dip.
Mm.
Shit, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What do we got on this agenda here? Feel me? We got free agency. Was there anything like big that happened in free agency? I think Devontae Parker went to the Patriots. That's cool.
Really?
Um,
I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that was cool. I don't really care too much. A lot of the big splash shit is out the way, to be
Yeah, I
honest.
didn't even know more free agency shit was going on. Honestly,
Yeah, it's still going, but like I said, a lot of the big names. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of big names, but a lot of the
the shit
QBs,
that niggas
right?
care about.
QBs and offense. Like there's still plenty of big name defensive niggas and all this other stuff. But
But
you know,
offense sells.
yeah, I
Well,
mean they tailor the game for offense. So yeah,
yeah.
that's yeah. What else? What else? What we got? What we got? We could talk about this little labor union joint with Amazon.
Oh yeah, that's
I
hot.
I didn't look too deep into it, but from what I did see, I was hollering when I like read just like the outer part of the story, right? So you got a man named Christian Small. Shout out to Christian Smalls first off. Bow. Um,
Hmm.
he set up or led, I guess, the first labor union in Amazon's history. I guess I don't know how else to write it, but um and they won the votes and all of that other stuff. But I remember seeing an article talk with Amazon talking about like internally talking about this dude and da da da. And I was like, man, don't worry about him, bro. Ain't nobody gonna hear him. They not gonna listen to him. Da da da. This and that. And in my head, I just couldn't think like, if this nigga really was taking this shit that seriously, now why would y'all say that? And then I
Yeah,
saw him. Then I saw what he looked like, and I was like, oh, it was
it's a nigga.
racism.
Yeah, y'all don't think
Oh,
a black man gonna do
okay,
it.
okay. You saw a nigga with a do rag and said, bro, look at him.
Ain't
Look
no way this nigga about to become a union leader or a union rep.
Stop.
Ain't no way.
He's got a do rag on.
And a
Look
chain.
at him. Look at him.
Goddamn baboon's not gonna do shit but
He's
work in the
cursing
factory.
in interviews. Like, come on, man. You think he's got? Come on now.
He doesn't have that corporate panache. He's cursing in interviews. Nobody's gonna take this guy
Nash.
serious. Come on.
He's a bit too urban for their liking.
A bit too urban. Urban is my favorite slur. That's my absolute.
It's a favorite slur.
It's not as funny as like baboon or I don't know porch monkey. It's just because urban is what they want. They say when they want to feel safe. When you don't want to call somebody an N word, urban is just a safe go to for people that I don't like.
Oh, okay. Quick addition. I said Christian Smalls is the first. It was two dudes, Christian Smalls and Derek Palmer. They were both best friends, apparently.
Okay.
I want to make sure I throw his name in there. That's another black king. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm looking at this Christian Smalls dude. Nigga look like Swiss Beats. Like I get it. Like I get why it's the
Mm.
racism. It's genuinely
Oh,
just
I
the
saw the nigga give his speech. He was wearing a fucking
a
chain.
bandana. Yeah,
Yeah, I
bandana
saw him.
with the shades on. They said, bro, not him, not him. He said, yes, yes, me, nigga.
Yeah, nigga. Fuck. This is 2022, nigga. You don't think a nigga can do some shit? Fuck.
Like I'm just looking at it now, and it's just hilarious. Like, cause you look at him, I'm just like, nah, that was pure racism. I ain't even gonna
Mm-hmm.
hold you.
I
Cause
ain't
like
take him serious.
from the way he was
That's the problem.
talking, nah, he was dead serious. But it's just like, that shit had me crying.
It's a lot of niggas that look like that in Oakland that are serious about police reform and co-ops
Oh yeah, I
and
mean,
self-sustainability.
it's
I love to see it.
It's a battle rapper named Oops. What's his real name? Bruce Franks. Shout out to Oops. And he like again, he the type of nigga you see him on the street, you would just think, oh, you just a nigga, you a hood nigga, or whatever. And he is a hood nigga, but it's like that
Mhm.
nigga. He was previous. What was he? Hold on, he was literally in government. I think he was a representative.
Mm,
What did I say? Bruce Franks, right?
yeah.
Yeah, Bruce Franks Jr. He was a community activist, musician, battle rapper, and former politician. He was in the Missouri House of Representatives.
Ooh, in Missouri, the most
And
racist of racist states.
yeah. I forgot why he resigned. I think he said it was mental health concerns, and there were some issues about like money. But I was like, I don't even really care, to be honest with you, because like the money shit was just like, oh, you have like, when you put money into a fund and you can't
Hmm.
use money from that fund for something else. I'm like, bro, I don't give a
Yeah.
shit. I don't give a shit. I promise you, I've never cared about that because white men do it all the time. And truthfully, I feel like if you raising all this money and you need that money for something somewhat related, it's like writing it off on your taxes. Like if you
Yeah,
got 90,000
like
in your
they're
campaign.
raising the money for you. It doesn't matter what fund it's in. They're giving the money to you campaigning.
Yeah, well, technically, they're giving the money to the campaign, and that's how they make the difference,
Well,
right?
yeah,
Like,
but you're the one
I know,
campaigning.
no, it's goofy. It definitely, but I feel like it kind of has to be there because if it wasn't, niggas would violate. You get what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
like
niggas violate anyway, but they're just white.
exactly. But then they make you work for it. Like, but if without that, oh please, niggas would get 100,000. You be like, bro, why you ain't got no commercials? You see the nigga with his new 6 chains.
I just didn't think we needed because we've been hitting the pavement. We've been canvassing real hard, going door to
Yeah,
door.
I got an ad in the newspaper. That was like
Newspaper.
150. You just like, bro. So, oh, those. What about them diamonds? These VVs. Yeah,
These
like
from my
VVS.
mama. My mom got me this as a early congratulations on winning.
It's a family heirloom. He said, yeah, they kind of glisten. Nah, they not. They should
Oh
dingling.
yeah, my family been passing them down. We've been dripping. Man, it's crazy the shit that white people get away with that black people can't.
I mean,
Especially
they can because technically he just got fined. He ain't go to jail for that. So literally,
well, no,
he
I
should.
wasn't. I wasn't even thinking about
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Think about all the white people that do the same shit that don't even get fined. Niggas don't even question it, but they question him. That's the problem. It's not the fact that he had to pay a fine. It's the fact that they even thought to question him when they don't question other white campaigns.
Oh well, you knew with the stuff he was talking, nigga. That's like you ever. It's like when you get these kingpins and they be doing all of this shit and they can't never catch them for murder, not for kidnapping,
It's
and
tax
what they catch,
evasion
yeah, they
every
catch
time.
because them niggas just be looking like read through them again. He said, bro, come on, we've done it. Read through them again.
We gonna get this nigga on something, yeah.
He said, okay, we got 6,000 to the grandfather. Da da da. He said, wait, hold on. What company was it? What was the name of it? He ran it down. Nigga, run to the other room. Come back an hour later. I got it. I finally fucking found it. I got it. He gave $4,000 to his auntie. Be like, bro, 4,000? That's what we we really gonna violate him over 4,000 to his aunt who's
Yes,
in the
nigga, we can't get
hospital.
him on shit else.
Nigga said,
Fuck.
yes. Of course we will.
But yeah, this whole Will Smith scenario is definitely just showcasing what white people could do that black people can't do. Niggas have been acting, and by niggas is gender, race, every type of
Yeah. People.
it's yeah,
Human.
nigga,
Although
anybody's nigga.
although it has been a surprising amount of niggas. Actual niggas.
Well, yeah, no, but what I was saying was, niggas, as in white people, have been running Will Smith through the ringer like crazy. Um, I think they said most of his productions are on hold now and shit like that. When literal pedophiles have won awards and then have
Yeah.
they've been to fucking France
So
seeking asylum and then still had movies made
yeah,
and then got those movies nominated for another Oscar.
so what I would say about this is that um I think one exposes the hierarchy of crime, right?
Mhm.
If it's a crime committed against children and women, no one gives a shit. If we're being honest, let's be honest. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. Like when we're talking
That
on the
is the
top
most
level,
insane I can think of because I would think crimes against children should be the most hated
it should
crimes.
be.
I know
No, should be. Yeah, they are.
a nigga going there assaulting children, they
Mhm,
most likely
mhm.
getting the shit beat out of them.
But I'm talking about on an elite level. Right?
Or
When we
well, I mean
specifically
that's
talk
because
about the elite,
elites
it
like
sh-
children. Listen, them niggas come for me, I'm gonna feminize them to the point where they can't fight no more. So
So,
what they gonna do?
niggas gonna be limp wrist trying to swing on you. Oh
Every
god.
time they throw a punch, their fist gonna go
You
limp.
get throw a punch. He gonna wow. What was the sound of that dude who hopped on the ladder?
Oh, we talk about it was Wilson Fisk in
Yeah.
that Disney.
He said,
Why would they voice that, yo?
that shit was so funny. But yeah, nah. So like, one is the hierarchy of crimes, right? Like in these elite circles, crimes against women are like it's like shoplifting, nigga. Like they don't care.
That's the
Like
dime a dozen. I don't
yeah,
give a fuck.
crimes against children, kind of bad, but depends how bad. Like, did they catch you? They didn't catch you? Cool, you good, you good. Don't even trip.
It's just allegations. You ain't convicted. You
Nah,
still
no, no,
getting
no.
more.
They got text messages. What did the text say? Okay, you didn't. Okay, cool. So the text don't actually show. Yeah, right. Okay, no, so you good. You still good. You still good, bro. You still good. All you did was you sent a winky face. Okay. All right. Yeah,
That
this
can
shit.
be construed as anything. I mean,
Yeah,
we
you could
can.
have just been like drunk or something. Like, yeah. We can work around that. So one is the hierarchy crimes, right? And that's beyond race too, because even when an elite black person does what they do to women, who gives a shit, right? So
Yeah.
like that's where like, and don't get me wrong, obviously there still is that racial element to where like a black man beat a woman, white man beat a woman, and y'all both have to get charged. Then yeah, y'all getting different charges, of course.
Yeah.
You know how that go. But in most cases, neither getting charged if we gonna keep it a buck.
Oh yeah.
But then so one, you had the hierarchy kinds, but then two, it's more so to me it just like, you know, and I mentioned it before, but like I said, it just showed how stupid our views on violence are. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, we'll look at this and we'll say, all right, well, listen, you said something about his wife, he didn't take kindly to it, and so he smacked you. That's a normal interaction for me. I don't think this should go no further
Yeah.
than like what it needs to. Like, it should be something where if old boy felt like, if Chris felt like it was an issue, then I mean,
We
whatever
could
he
have took it
decided,
outside.
yeah, whatever he decided to do, then you know, it is what it is. You said something about a nigga wife, nigga smacked you, and you decide, nah, ain't no nigga smacking me. So, hey, look, man, y'all
Let's
handle y'all
start
business.
scrapping it out.
Y'all handle y'all business. Y'all do what y'all do. Holla at me when one of y'all got a movie coming. But
The most annoying part for all this shit to me is the fact that Will Smith and Chris Rock chopped this shit up, and already they cool again. The same night, Will apologized to nigga and they talked it out. But all these white people are still giving these opinions that nobody gives a fuck about. And niggas are trying to cancel Will Smith. And
well,
God, I don't know why, but Amy Schumer has made not just one, but multiple statements about this. Because this is
yeah,
the most attention this bitch has
yeah,
gotten in
exactly.
years.
Yeah, come on now. You know what it is. So like,
I saw one article where this bitch said she's still traumatized and triggered from the slap, but
yeah, I
she
seen that.
said
What's
that
gonna
she
do
was gonna
Alex?
make a
Yeah,
joke about
yeah,
not having Alec Baldwin have a gun in the same room as you. So you're
yeah.
gonna make a joke about a nigga getting
Who actually died?
killed, got
Yeah,
you.
but a slap got
Yeah.
you in the room
So like,
holding
same
your knees, just
shit.
rocking back and forth. He said, "Oh my god, he slapped the shit out of him. He slapped the shit out of him." Meanwhile, you said, "Oh wait, what? Nigga got shot in the face on set." Eh, should be like that.
This shit's kind
I'm
of
like,
funny if I'm not holding you, bro. This shit's
he
kind
said,
of
"Hey, I
funny.
ain't gonna hold you."
I
You
got
know
me
they got.
killed.
He said, "Hey, look, you know, they got a movie called Don't Look Up, right?" Right. He said, "What? Nah, never mind, never mind, never mind. Fuck
I'm
it,
gonna
fuck
make a
it."
movie called Don't Look at Alec Baldwin. You feel me? You feel me?
Cause it's the barrel of the. Oh, y'all not
Ah,
feeling that? Damn. All right. No, that's cool.
all right, man. This slap got me triggered, yo.
He said, "All right, man." He looked around the room. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Yeah, the slap though. Oh my
Black man slapped a
god.
nigga, bro. That shit crazy.
But
What y'all
then
gonna do about it?
but to me, like when people react to all them, you know, the studios canceling this and that, like they do it with everything though. You know what I'm saying? Like I need people to understand, like this doesn't mean anything,
Yeah,
right?
no, I was telling people this isn't real. None of this is real. They're gonna once this all blows over in a
Yeah,
month or
yeah,
two, Will
yeah.
Smith's gonna be back to doing whatever. This
Yeah,
shit
it's
is
all
it doesn't mean
optics.
anything.
It's the same way where it's like, wait, well, you said it's Pride Month? Okay, but roll the gay shit out.
I guarantee you, all the same niggas that have been canceling Will Smith projects or quote putting them on hold because they haven't been canceled, they're calling him, telling him, "Will, we're gonna run this article. You're good though. We're still doing the movie. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
of
We're just
course.
running this article.
Yeah, no, they letting him know.
This
They
shit
looking
is
like, hey,
yeah,
Will, hey, bro, hate to make these type of calls, but
you know you hot right now.
yeah,
Give us
you know,
about a couple months. We'll resume shooting.
yeah, like, bro, give me like 2 or 3 months. Like, you know, shit hot right now. It's just,
Yeah, I know you was looking forward to Wild Wild West too, but you gotta give us some time on that.
but again,
MIB4,
I think
push
so
that
much
out.
of it. I think so much of it again is kind of it's like respectability, right? Because they looking at it like you said, and that's where the racial aspect comes in because it's like how dare you two niggas after all we've done for y'all get up here and make a mockery of
And
our
act
shit.
a fool in
Yeah,
our
now
white
granted,
sanctuary.
if it was Matt Damon and some other white folk, we would have been upset, but like it wouldn't have been this crazy. Like we would have just been like, bro, what's up with y'all? Why y'all doing that? Like they would have played mediator. They would have sat them niggas down in the room. Nah, y'all niggas
Yeah,
got
they would have they would have had a Dateline interview with the niggas sitting across from each other.
they would have had what's that white lady name? Barbara Walters and that bitch. They'd have
Yeah.
been like, no. So let's talk about this. Come on, let's talk about this. So Matt, when he said your wife was a bald headed bitch, what did that do to you? He said, I just threw me into a tizzy.
He wouldn't say it tizzy. You know he wouldn't
I know.
say it
Ain't
tizzy.
no nigga seriously bad talking about a tizzy.
Yeah. I like I
unless
said last
unless you
week.
feminized though.
Oh yeah.
He said, "Fellas, is tizzy a feminine word?"
No, it's not. But like I said last week, I feel like the only appropriate reaction to the situation is to laugh.
Yeah,
Will Smith slapping Chris Rock is got to be one of the funniest things you've ever seen in your entire life. And if you don't think it is, you're wrong. Um, Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, and sometimes they stink.
yeah.
A lot of niggas like to talk about free speech, but a lot of niggas be saying some shit that I don't like. Um, and I'm right about everything. So I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
But
That's
yeah,
just
and
where
so
it's
a lot
at,
of people were just like, "Violence is never the answer," and I was like, "Violence is often the
bro.
answer. Stop doing that. Please stop
We're
doing that."
sending weapons to Ukraine to fight Russia right now.
No,
You're
forget
talking
that.
about
The
violence is
country's
not the answer.
founded on violence. Everything
Yeah.
is founded on this criminal
Well,
justice
they
system
don't
is
care about
violent.
that.
It's
They
all
don't give a shit.
violence. Stop it, bro. We would literally fight tooth and nail and make sure kids can't eat lunches at school. That's not violence. It's
Police
just,
will guard dumpsters outside of grocery stores so homeless people can't get the food that was thrown out.
yeah, we'll wait until it's 22 degrees on the cold night of the month, and then kick homeless people out of their encampments. Like,
Yeah,
stop it.
they've been there all month, but now it's 22 degrees. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta be out
Yeah,
there
yeah,
cold.
stop it. Like, so, like, if we want to talk about like that, but that
Like,
was the part
the
that
main people that were screaming violence is never the answer. We're talking about calling the police. The police that be brutalizing niggas.
yeah, and then like my thing is, somebody else is even saying, what are the police gonna do? Because Chris Rock is not pressing
Chris Rock
charges.
chose not to press charges, exactly.
There's no cooperating witness. What are they gonna?
There's nothing they can even do. This shit happened.
Because
We
niggas
all
talking about
saw it, but it don't matter.
California statutes and all that other shit. And I was just
Oh
like,
my
well,
god.
no, but this was a
Y'all
guy
were
who
just
this was a guy who was basically saying like, nigga, ain't nothing gonna happen. Like, and
oh
he
yeah.
was citing the
Nothing
statutes to prove, like,
can
listen,
happen.
Chris Rock not about to be on the whole shit, so it's nothing's happening. That's it. Nigga got smacked and said, damn, my fault.
That's fine.
But yeah, I was just like, bro, I just don't.
Hey,
What world do y'all live in
at
where
least
like,
there's someone out. They could just
yeah, I mean, he made the smart decision, of course. He understood, like, nah, you just gotta
yeah, because
roll
he's
with
coming
the
out the
upgrade.
clear victor in this. He's coming out his ticket sales are sold out now off of this.
Mhm.
Comedians all over the world talking to him.
Even though he started the whole shit, like,
Yeah.
that's the part that killed me. Like,
Now, I will say that joke wasn't even that bad.
nah, it wasn't. But
That
when you
shit.
look at the history of, he's made a lot of jokes. He's been talking about her for decades. Like, nah,
Yeah,
I'm
I saw
smacking the shit out of that
somebody
nigga too. I get it.
2016, he made jokes about
Mhm,
Jada then because I
mhm.
think Jada was sitting out the Oscars because Will got snubbed, and he made jokes about her then.
Yeah, she not
So
even here, bro. Like,
yeah,
think about this. She not here and you making jokes about her. She
hmm
is here. I'm the one nominated and you still making jokes about her. You've been
hmm
making jokes about her before 2016. Back in like the early 2000s. Nigga, I'm smacking the
he
shit
was
out.
he was talking
It's
shit about her that long ago.
Yeah, there was a point where he like I think somebody brought it up, and this was I want to say it's from like late '90s, early 2000s, where it was like supposed to be him and her was supposed to have a little thing, or he wanted to have a little thing, I guess, and basically
Oh,
she wasn't
here
with
we
it.
go. Nah,
And so
see,
yeah,
nah, it's
and so think
always some
about
shit
it.
in the background bubbling, yo.
So if that's the background, and you will, and you aware of that background, when that same nigga want to get up here and talk, I'm smacking the shit out of him. It's very
No, yeah,
simple, right?
smack totally justified
Because
for sure.
I probably already said like, yo, my man, yo, you need to quit with that shit, bro, for real, for real. And he said, I got you. I ain't gonna do nothing crazy, da 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 da. And then he got up there, nope, nope. I already talked to you. I'm smacking you now.
Yeah. And a lot of people are making that joke saying that oh Will was laughing, but he saw Jada wasn't laughing, so that's when he went over and slapped her.
I'm
If
like,
you
bro,
watch
yeah,
the video, he was laughing.
at a
It was
previous
like
show,
a
yeah.
exactly, yeah, exactly. And then he said that joke. He was
Niggas have
still
no idea
smiling
how
from the
editing.
previous joke.
Yeah, niggas have no idea how
Exactly,
editing works. Like, do y'all watch reality TV shows and think all that should happen in order? Like, is that how?
exactly.
Like, y'all niggas have no idea how editing works. Camera pans and cutting and shit. Like, y'all have no clue.
Plus, even watching it live, like on the Australian program and the Japanese program,
Hmm.
when he was laughing, you could tell it was an awkward. Did this nigga really just say that laugh? Like you can tell when somebody's laughing but not really laughing. It's like a laugh, like no, the fuck you didn't, motherfucker. And then after he got done, that's when he got up and slapped the nigga.
People
It-
fail to realize, like, bro, I can still laugh at some shit, and then like halfway through, like, oh nah,
no,
that's
wait, no, wait.
nah, hold
Like
on,
exactly.
that's a
I've
little
done that
OD.
shit too. Yeah, like I've started laughs at some shit, like, and then as the joke goes, like. Wait,
Hey,
what the
wait.
fuck that nigga just say?
Hey, wait.
No,
What you
wait, hold
mean by
on. No, yeah, what you mean? What you mean by that? No, wait. You said how I got your address?
that?
Don't you worry about it. So like, I feel like we talked about this last week, and I said the worst take was all the white people and doing. This is another bad take. People saying that Will was laughing beforehand and he got mad when he saw Jada wasn't smiling.
I'm
Y'all
like,
wasn't paying attention,
but even
and
if that's exactly what happened, like, who cares?
he defending his woman exactly. Even if that was the case,
Like that'd be the part that killed me, where I'm just like, that's why I was like, listen, I don't, I try not to get into the weeds of too many of these combos because people they don't like. Same thing with the Russell shit. Like when I saw so many women saying, y'all niggas think it's lame to take care of your kids, and I was like, man, with all due respect, they not
nobody
fucking
said that.
talking about no kids.
Not a
They
single person said
they
that.
not even they ask them what one of the names of any of them children is. They don't know. They don't
I
care. They're
don't
not
care.
talking about the kids. It's all about what he does. It's not about those kids at all. It's not about what he's doing in his house and in his family. They just talking about the little videos they seen of him online, and that's it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, stop making this shit deeper than it is. It ain't. These niggas ain't even thinking that deep. They
But
couldn't.
people were putting out uh I don't want to say black women because I love black women.
I mean, they were putting out think
But
pieces. I
black
mean,
women were putting out
come
think
on.
pieces the night of the situation. So see how they just so willing to disrespect a black woman. First off, calm down. It was a joke. Comedians be making jokes. Now, Will Smith slapped the shit out of him. As that's exactly what should have happened. Why can't we just leave it at that? Why we gotta have think pieces?
Well, I do think not all the think pieces, but I do think there was a few that mentioned it
Now,
specifically.
No, the recent think pieces. I think the only time we should have think pieces about a situation are after we've had time to deal with the situation.
Nah,
But people.
that ain't how the
No,
cycle work.
no, I know it's not how it works, but let me finish because I'm gonna explain it. So, like, all the think pieces the night of and the day after, they're all trash. All of them are trash.
Mhm,
But I saw somebody post. It wasn't even think piece. It was like 2 or 3 tweets saying how Jada hasn't said anything. She hasn't said a single thing this entire time. But
mhm.
every comedian in the world is talking shit about her, calling her a bald head bitch and tell her to get a wig and all this and that. They're so ready to talk about a black woman. Nobody's really saying shit. The only thing they're saying about Will is, if you're in my crowd, don't come up here. Stay in your seat. Nobody's talking shit about Will. They're all talking about Jada. All
Mhm.
the jokes are about her.
And it's a good observation because again, I think it stems from that original shit. Like you gotta understand when they first talked about their relationship being open, people immediately hate it, and it was immediately
Mhm.
from people who I would never live that life. So I'm gonna judge y'all niggas for doing it, and
And it's
you a
always
sucker, da da
been
da. You sucker
the
ass niggas.
the magnifying glass has always been on Jada. Nobody's gave a shit about who Will was fucking.
Right.
I
And
think niggas just found
whenever the
out Will was
magnifying
fucking
glass.
Margot Robbie. Like
No,
what?
they knew. You gotta understand. These niggas, they live in a world, right? It's again, they quote unquote fake alpha males, right? So in their world, ain't no open relationship. My girl won't get the fuck nobody else. So
I
you
fuck everybody.
yeah,
She
in
can
their
fuck.
world, you a
Okay.
sucker for letting that happen. I
Stop.
don't care if you getting coochie on the side. I don't care what you get. You a sucker for letting your wife do that. And then when the shit with August came out, you ain't slap him, which is funny because like, how would you know? How would you know? He could have beat the dog shit out of August. How
Yeah,
would we know?
it just wasn't on stage.
Yeah, we wouldn't
So I
know.
mean,
We wouldn't know anything. But my whole point is, from that point forward, it just you could tell it was just everyone directed their shit at Jada. And she was the easy target because for them it was like, nah, this is Will. I know Will. I grew up with Will. And it's like you corrupted him into this, and then you did all that Tupac shit. And you gotta understand, it's projection. It's almost
mhm.
entirely projection. It's just a bunch of niggas who like, I would never be with a woman who does this, which is fine. Which is fine. You don't have to be with a woman because you're not with a woman who does this, right? But
Most y'all niggas not even with a woman. So
but oh,
y'all single.
he said no maidens. But
Nah.
so then that's the thing, right? So then you get these niggas who look at it and then they look at it and they say, well, Will can't be happy with this. He's just accepting it because da da da. So he a simp, he a sucker, da da da. All this other stupid shit. And I've seen a lot of that, right? Where you could tell just they anger for Jada is just based around that shit. It has nothing to do with no joke. It's just based around. I feel like she playing this nigga like he a sucker and he just won't leave, da da da. I'm like, dog, I don't
Will
understand.
Smith is one of the richest black men in America. You don't think this nigga could leave and get any bitch on earth he wants?
Will could do anything he wanted. Like, but that's my whole point. He's choosing this. He's actively choosing this. And the niggas like, oh, when he went on that Red Table Talk, he looked miserable. Da, da, da. Of course he did, because y'all was relitigating this bullshit day in, day out, and he knew he had to say something.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. He
Now he
probably didn't even want to say nothing. Y'all made him.
exactly. And he was probably fucked up over that. It wasn't the fact that
Yeah,
like
he ain't give a
this
fuck
happened.
about his
Yeah,
wife was killing. They know what
yeah.
they got going on.
Exactly. Like that wasn't, he wasn't worried about it. And she probably told him, like, hey, listen, August got a little out of hand. I think he probably gonna say something. He trying to get his music back. He got a single coming. Yeah, he got a single coming. He said, "Oh my god."
Now, I will say this. Like I said, I don't give a fuck they got an open relationship. They can do whatever they want. I will say her with August, that whole situation was weird because she was supposed to be like a mentor to him. She was older.
Yeah,
And
we know what
she
that was.
she
She was trying to get some dick.
definitely yeah, she definitely what they call it, molded that nigga,
Mhm.
trained that nigga, what they
No,
call it?
it's okay. I wouldn't say groomed because he's a grown ass fucking man, but
No, yeah, no, he's
I
definitely
get what
groomed. I
you're
mean,
saying.
not groomed yet. I mean, he was like what 20 something and she was like 30 something. So
Yeah,
like
it was just
it's
like
not
she
grooming, but
took
at the same
advantage
time,
of
like
him in a
y'all.
moment of weakness, right? Like
Yeah,
that's really.
exactly. That
But
nigga was looking for a mother figure, and she was older.
he was looking for guidance. She said, "Here, no, 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 it's okay, it's okay.
No,
Put your
you
put your hand on that
yeah,
thigh though, real quick, right there.
of
Yeah,
course he
right there.
can definitely guide you for sure.
Yeah, right there. No, no, no,
That's
not too fast, not too fast.
that's the only bad thing I'll say about Jade is that she kind of did some weird shit with that nigga, but they were in an open relationship. She could fuck who she want. I just think it's weird who she chose to fuck. That's the only
Yeah,
thing I'll say.
and, like
That's it.
the timing of what was going on in his life and all of that, it was just
Yeah,
like,
no,
I
that's
don't know. You kind
definitely
of knew you probably shouldn't have been doing this, but you did it anyway.
yeah,
I get it.
that is definitely weird. But other than that,
That's
whatever
it.
the fuck they
I
do
don't
in their
care about none of
relationship,
that
it's
other shit.
yeah. So everybody is literally just like you said, they're projecting. Ain't no
Yeah,
way
it's
I'm gonna
just
be fucking with a bitch that's fucking other niggas, but I can fuck other bitches. I'm gonna fuck Margot Robbie and I'm gonna fuck Harley Quinn, and she not gonna fuck nobody. So that's how we doing that.
he said so. That's how we doing that.
That's it.
But
So
yeah,
I
now a
don't
lot
know.
of it was that, especially from the dudes. A lot of that was that, and I was just like, bro, you niggas are so fragile. This shit is
Yeah,
crazy, dog. Like
like I
you,
said last week, all the jokes the comedians were making was, "So Will Smith's wife can take a dick, but she can't take a joke. Will Smith got to go and hit Chris Rock." Bro, they are in an open relationship. Are y'all just intentionally ignoring this, or do y'all just
yes,
not know?
yes, yes. I have an agenda to push, silly. Come on now, we seen that.
Oh,
And
I
even all
should
the other shit.
recognize agendas. Like I have one.
Come
So
on, yeah, exactly. But
come
even
on.
all that sucker shit where you had what was it? You had Chris Rock brother saying this and that. I'm like, listen, I get that's your brother. You gotta say what you got to say, but and
Oh, all that shit was just publicity for him because that nigga ain't said shit in like 9 years. I can't remember last time I seen a special from him.
yeah, yeah, and that was the thing. Like I seen, his numbers was going crazy after all of this, and I was just like, okay. And don't get me wrong, I didn't blame Chris
I
Rock
mean,
for
also,
that because that had nothing
yeah.
to do with Chris Rock. But I mean, well, it did. You told the joke, but
Also,
you didn't know.
I don't even blame his brother honestly because that's my brother. I'm gonna defend him. So it just so
Yeah,
happens that my brother is one of the most famous people on earth. So I start talking, niggas started listening.
but I even
So
seen niggas was saying like, oh, bro, like if this is your family, you wouldn't do the same thing. I'm like, bro, if my family member made a joke about someone's wife, about some shit that she was admittedly insecure about. And whether I knew or not, it don't matter. It don't fucking matter,
mhm.
right?
Yeah,
They
exactly.
made that joke and the nigga decided to swing on you for it. Listen, I'm not, yeah, I'm a rock with you. You my man.
Yeah.
But like behind closed doors at some point, I'm like, bro, you know damn well you need to shut the fuck up when it comes to that.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
gonna defend you in public, but in private,
yeah.
like, bro, what?
I'm
Let me
like,
see.
bro, stop talking about niggas' wives. What are you doing? Like,
Hey, you
what
know,
world do you come from where you talking about
I
somebody's wife can't get you beat up?
I still agree with. I didn't even know that Jada had alopecia. I didn't even know.
I didn't know either. But my
I
whole
didn't
thing
know.
is, why would
But
I care?
then
I wouldn't care.
exactly, yeah, exactly. So whether you knew or not, you're gonna find out after the slap, and then either we gonna
Yeah.
fight or have a conversation about it. And they had a conversation about it, and they found out. Chris found out that she had it. It's like, oh shit. Well,
Yeah, it's like I mean, my thing is like think about it. It used to be like how when niggas used to do your mama jokes and they be like, my mama dead. And they go, oh shit, I ain't and then he swing
I
on
ain't
you.
know exactly.
And he
I don't
swing
give
on
a
you.
fuck
So
if you
what?
ain't know.
You don't
Yeah,
care. That's why you shouldn't be talking about niggas and mamas,
yeah.
bro.
You shouldn't be talking about people. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, well, no, if I'd have known that, yeah, yeah. Hold this though. Hold this though.
Yeah, if you would have known that, you wouldn't have said shit, huh?
No,
Well,
come
you
here
should
though.
have thought of that.
Hold this though, real quick. Just real quick. It'll be like painless. Well, Not painless, but it'll be real quick. So, what else we got? Labor Union. Do we want? I don't really care about E3. E3 has been falling off for the longest.
Yeah, I'm actually glad they canceled it. Let each company do their own shit. They kind of been doing it anyway. PlayStation Directs, Nintendo Directs. Why do we even have E3 when companies are doing their own shit?
Yeah, especially like when E3 is not E3 anymore. It hasn't been E3
Yeah.
for a while. It's like now it's like what's that other one? Like the Consumer Electronics Show. They got a whole bunch of other ones that are like basically just replaced E3, where it's like E3 is now like the third tier, fourth tier. You
Yeah,
know.
I'm kind of disappointed because when I was a kid, my lifelong dream was to go to
Oh
E3.
yeah, nigga, who you?
That's all I wanted was to
I
go to
used to see
E3.
E3 on G4. Yo, I used to be like,
Yeah, nigga,
yo, this
I
shit.
used to clear my schedule. I was watching E3 all day for 3 days, nigga. And I wasn't even playing video games. I was watching niggas play video games.
Nigga
That's
seen all the booths, like, yo, what? They
I
got the
wish I
booth
was there playing that, yo.
next
Oh
to
my
the
god.
booth with the booth that got the other booth with the booth. Oh my.
It's
But yeah,
just
so
crazy how
it's
you
just
grow up and this shit not shit no more.
yeah, and I think it was like because now you see the point now where like E3 was like they'd come out and they'd be like, all right, we got E3, but Microsoft not here, and neither's PlayStation, and
Yeah.
Ubisoft said they can't show up, and EA not gonna be here neither. And you're like, damn, nigga, who here?
Yeah, it
They're
was
like,
the right choice to cancel it because it's just a waste of
um,
money.
Naughty Dog here, but only for one game, and you know what the game is already.
Yeah, it's like, you know why you know what the game is? Because Naughty Dog is owned by PlayStation. You know what happened? PlayStation had a Sony Direct, so
Yeah, so they revealed Naughty
uh,
Dog, but they got a gameplay here though for the first time. That's cool.
it's 3 minutes. Y'all want to see that? Y'all gonna watch the trailer that y'all already saw 9 times first, and then
Right,
watch
right.
the 3 minute gameplay.
Yeah, but
And
to
then
create it
after,
too.
a nigga that you don't care about gonna come on stage and talk about it while they show the same 3 minute gameplay.
And then 2 weeks later, they're gonna do a full gameplay reveal, so it kind of like defeats the purpose of the 3 minute
Yeah,
game.
and the full gameplay bill is gonna be 23 minutes. So you missed out on 20 minutes of the 23 minute gameplay. So
But you was at E3 though, for sure.
yeah, you paid all that money for that shit, and you was all around all them niggas coughing and
What do E3 tickets hit for? Like, hold on, let me see. E3
it
ticket
even
price 20. Did they have one in 2021?
yeah they did.
Oh,
I
it was
think.
free. Interesting. But yeah, perfect example. Look at E3 2021. Companies that participate included Nintendo, Microsoft, Capcom, Ubisoft, Take Two, Warner Brothers.
Yeah, I
I mean,
remember PlayStation. They didn't do it last year because they had their own
I
shit.
don't know, Square Enix, Sega, Bandai Namco. I mean, it's some good ones, but
It's
it's like
decent.
that's that's
It
decent. Like you
was
could tell they
Microsoft in that list. Did you say Microsoft?
no, yes. Did I?
I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
asking.
Microsoft. Yeah. They had Xbox
Okay.
Game Studios and slash Bethesda. But
Yeah,
mind
that's
you, like
Microsoft.
all this is 2021, right? So like let's look at what they showed, right? They showed Resident Evil Village. I mean, that was new, right? Monster Hunter Rise, which
Uh,
had already been out.
wait,
Like it
no.
had already been shown
Is
you a
this
bunch.
this is this 2021 or
This is
2020?
21. This is 21.
That doesn't make sense because Resident Evil Village came out in May last year. E3 is in June.
This was in 26, this is in June. Yeah. Oh, so it was already out.
So were they announcing DLC that never came out? Because there
No,
was
this
no.
is just titles that appear. That's all it is. They don't say nothing
Oh my
special.
god.
It could literally just be like exactly what you just said. But look, I'm looking at it now. They have other events like they have a bunch of 2 day showcases for Gorilla Collective. They got Summer Game Fest. They've got Wholesome Games as a direct IGN Expo.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Resident Evil Village. I'm on PlayStation. It came out May 7th, 2021. Why would that be at E3 in June
In June,
2021?
just to show the game. You gotta understand, they
Eh,
have nothing else coming out, and they canceled it in 2020.
I, I am befuddled.
Oh,
Why
this
the fuck would you?
2021 was entirely in online. Oh, that's why it
Oh
was
yeah, it
free.
had to be because it's
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
COVID.
I see. I
Think about
see.
it, we're
I
living in a
see.
post-COVID world.
Okay. Okay. I see.
How
I see.
much was it back in the prime in like 2007 when we was watching it on G4?
I don't know about 2007, but I'm gonna go like 2019. That was the last one they did in person. About 250. If you want an industry pro badge, it's 700. Sheesh.
Damn! What'd you get for an industry pro badge?
Extended industry only hours to check out the show floor or attend meetings. So basically, I guess the regular off.
Yo, Craig, what you got going on, bro?
I have no idea where it stopped.
It was in the middle of the E3 conversation for sure.
But yeah, like for example, I'm looking at 2014 E3, right? The major ones were Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony. Look at that. All three of the huge niggas, including EA, Ubisoft, Rockstar, Sega, Square Enix,
Sega.
Warner Bros, Konami, EA, Disney, like everyone. CD, Project Red, Capcom, Bethesda, Activision, Blizzard, 2K, like everyone, literally everyone. Because back then, even in 2014, they were kind of falling off, but like they still had that aura. But I think people, really realize it's kind of like with the streaming service thing, right? Where everyone was like, "Oh yeah, Netflix, yeah, cool," and then they all realized, "Wait, hold on, we're Sony, we're Microsoft, we're Nintendo, we're Electronic Arts, we're Ubisoft. Why can't we just do our own direct? Why do I need to go to E3, pay their little vendor fees, and do the shit their way when we could just set up our own joint and do it our own way?"
Yeah, that makes sense.
And like it's good and bad in a sense, because like I said, it's like you can no longer get everything in one place anymore. So like that's the one thing I hate. It takes away the convenience. Obviously, I get it. It's probably more convenient for those companies, but that shit ain't more convenient for me because I'm not trying to watch a PlayStation Direct, then a Nintendo Direct, then a Micro. Like I don't care. I want to watch all three of them shits. Like go up in one place, and when y'all on stage, I'll look at y'all.
Yeah, the only time I watched every single second of E3 is when I was a kid. The more I'm growing up, I'm only watching the shit, that I actually give a
Yeah,
shit about.
like you run
I'm
through like the,
watching
the notes, like oh yeah,
exactly. Run through the notes. Oh yeah, I'm watching this. Okay, yeah, I'm watching this. That's it. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about most of the shit.
yeah. All right. Well, I gotta go potty, so I think it's just about time we
I
get it
think
on
Craig
out of
wants
here.
me to get out of here anyway.
Yeah, I'm about
He's
to say
keeps
Craig done bug.
leaving.
I just thought about it. I'm gonna have so many recordings to put together because of Craig. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be hard. It's just gonna have a few minutes, but
It's annoying.
maybe it is what it is. All right. I'll see y'all later. See y'all next week. Been episode 43. I ain't even intro this episode, but it don't matter. It's been episode 43 where
Yeah.
we talked about the piss leg kitty man.
Don't get feminized
No,
by me.
you gonna get feminized, nigga.
No, I'm
Don't
giving you
don't
this the option.
resist. Nah, don't
No.
resist it.
The more you resist it, the more feminine you get. So it's up to you.
Yeah, so you just let it happen or you just don't and it still happens. So